So I just mowed the lawn, which is my favorite thing. I love it. This is my house. There's my garage. There's my new plum tree here. This is a Santa Rosa plum, which does not require another tree to pollinate it. Here's Nellie. Hi, Nellie. Hi. Here's her s'more doll. I have a whole bunch of camping dolls. That's her s'more doll. Back here is a driveway that's I don't use because I don't have a boat or an RV. And if you look over there, I have a really long driveway that probably fit like 4 cars bumper to bumper all the way to the front. And then maybe 3, but probably 4. So I want to eventually move this fence so that it is open to the rest of the garden, and just has a gate right back here to take the garbage out to the alley. But yeah, I want all of this to be part of my yard, and I'm going to tell you just one of the areas I haven't covered yet, and that's this. It's kind of a mess. Sorry about the squiggly camera. Did you see it? I couldn't see up there, but I'm sure you saw it. It's lots of weeds and lots of grass, but eventually I will, well, I did start pulling it up. I have a little pathway made, but eventually I would like to dig that out and make a hidden garden, because this is my garage, so I can put a hidden garden back here. Move the fence, but it'll be hidden because I have this row of lilacs and this plum tree. So you'll have to kind of walk around the corner to see it. And that would be a rose garden with a nice bench and gravel. Gravel's already back there for the driveway. So it'll be like a gravel pathway, and I'll extend the pathway up here around the tree, like a little box pathway, and then it connects to that path. So that's the goal. Here's my trench, and it's hard to see because it looks super shallow here, but when you step in it, it's ankle breaking. It's actually pretty deep. It goes all the way to about right there, and then it seems to even out pretty well from that point on. But this is the trench, and over here is where I've been filling it in. This is really pretty deep, actually. But over here is where I've been filling it in, and right there is where that sinkhole was. Look, see, she almost just stuck her foot in it. That's dangerous. It does have dirt in it now, so it's not as bad. It's no longer like I had a Intermountain gas guy come to check because I have gas lines under here, and he put his arm all the way up to his shoulder in it, and he couldn't reach the bottom, so it was really deep. But that has been dug out and then put back in, so it's starting to fill in. But yeah, it's hard to tell how deep that trench is, maybe unless you look at it here, but it's yeah, it's still pretty deep. So, but it's getting filled in. I've been putting dirt in a little at a time and putting in sod. John Faulkner suggested that, and I have already been doing that a little bit. So the grass is growing. That's sod where I pulled up over here, and it's growing. So that's cool. Of course, I'll have to put more dirt on it, but anyway, TMI. There's my little butterfly I've had forever, and here is a little ball of butterflies. I don't know why I like butterflies. I guess I do. I didn't realize I did, but I guess I do. Empty pots, which need to be filled, but probably won't do that this year because I have been filling lots of pots this year. Here's my little kitchen garden. Lots of squash here, and cucumbers, and tomatoes, and more cucumbers. And around the back I actually have flowers growing, gardenias that I can transplant to the front when they're big enough, and basil, and red peppers, green peppers on the back side of this, red peppers, green peppers, and a kale right back in there. So I have some things, not everything, but some things. But why not have a kitchen garden right when you walk out of the door? I just think that's perfect. You know, initially I thought of putting it behind the garage where I'm going to put the rose garden. But number one, that would require me to move my fence sooner, and I can't afford that right now. And I can't do it by myself. So that's just going to have to stay as it is until I can get that done. But then also I have so many squirrels here that if my kitchen garden were there, I imagine every time I came outside, it would be sort of chewed down, and Nellie wouldn't see it quite as easily as she does here, so she can chase those squirrels right off. I don't have any issues. So yeah, there's my broken umbrella, fell over in the wind. I have a lot more wind here than I'm used to, so that's been a problem. I used to use that umbrella in my old house. It's small, tiny, but it was a house. And it never fell over one time, but now this one falls over all the time because there's lots of wind. So I have gathered as much heavy stuff as I could find. And it looks messy, but at least the umbrella isn't falling down and I have some shade. So here's some of my pots, which I love. I love this because it looks like concrete. Hosta, I've had this for so many years, it just needs to be put in the ground. It doesn't get any bigger because it just stays in the pot, but I've probably had this for, oh my goodness, 10 years? Maybe a little less, 8 years. I bought these 2 roses to go in the front. My house, as you see, is black and white. And so these are white roses. There's one that's blooming, I think. Yeah. So I think that'll be pretty under my windows in the front. So they're in nursery pots now. But I bought these big pots because they're gonna have to overwinter. So I'm gonna put the roses in 2 of these and put them under my windows in the front. And then I have another pot that I'm gonna put here, kind of where it is, maybe just a little more over. And then that one will have a holly tree that will stay potted all year. And then this one will have another sky pencil holly tree, which is my favorite. I love how straight they are, which will give the patio some height. So, and then this, I have some plants for, but I want to get some more grass for this one too, like tall grass. Like, I love this one. I love this grass. Not pretty. So, I'm going to get another one of these, and then I'm going to put some of these little pots in it. And then here is the sky pencil holly. It's only like 3 feet tall now. But it can go up to 8 to 10 feet. So putting that sky pencil, and it'll get thicker too, but I will put that in here so I'll have this nice little tower. I think which will be really pretty next to the chair. Chair's not in the corner the way I like it, but that's okay. Nellie pushed it over. Like I care, doesn't matter. So sky pencil here, lots of little grass and flowers in this one, small ones. My pot here, the ivy is taking over the little blue, whatever those are. Oh, that's okay. I might transplant it. Maybe I'll put the little blue in there. Squash, cucumbers, kale, peppers. And this is another different kind of holly, and it's like a kind of Christmas tree shaped in a way. You know, it's like a what do you call that? I can't think. Like a cone, kind of. And that will go in the pot over there, and that will stay potted as well. So I just want these. I want trees on my patio, and these are fine for that. So this needs to be deadheaded badly. So that's all right. I'm doing stuff every day. They had the Idaho Power had to come and spray Intermountain Gas had to come and spray the gas line because it follows all the way along the trench. And then all of this is going to come up, which I haven't done, but I have filled it. This was a really deep trench. This was like, seriously, like 2.5, 3 feet deep right here. So this has taken a lot of dirt and a lot of money to fill, and a lot of labor to fill. But what I want to do eventually is rip up. Let's see. So here's the edge of my patio. So I'm going to rip up all of the grass from here clear to the fence and toward the house, because I want to eventually have this all be hardscaping, and 2 more boxes over here, and then just pots here and there. You know, I can see it'd be really pretty with maybe brick or pavers or something, or stamped concrete if that's maybe what I'll be able to afford. But there are more rocks there and some weeds that need to be pulled. And yes, I pull weeds all the time, but you know, it's a yard. There's lots of them. So this is my danger zone. I don't like picket fences at all, but it was super cheap. And it keeps Nellie out. So back here gets like no sun and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of mushrooms. And I don't want Nellie, like she comes back here and rolls around, and once I saw that I'm getting so many mushrooms, I had to stop her. So this is off limits, and I pull up mushrooms all the time, but it doesn't matter because they come back. I sprinkled baking soda. I read that baking soda changes the alkalinity, and actually what's really interesting is everywhere the baking soda landed, because there were mushrooms there and there, I put baking soda right on the mushrooms. They haven't come back. So well, maybe I lied. Maybe that one is kind of in that area, but it's just on the edge of it. Anyway, I just want all this grass gone. It'll be gone and paved. So keep a little space for the tree to grow. But pavers, not paved. Or makes kind of a big ring around it and build it up so that Nellie can't cross it and walk in. So I don't know. I'll figure something out, but that won't be this year. This year it's cheap picket fence. So anyway, here is my cute house, and wasps' nests all over the edges of the rim of it, which kind of sucks. And it's coming along. So there you go.